going on, guys? I want to talk to you about a little story. You see this man right here, his child's mother, and their 7-week, yes, you heard me, 7-week-old baby were along on a flight on American Airlines, right? And American Airlines decided that one of their stewardesses was going to show her ass. Yes, one of the stewardesses that happened to be East Indian and by all the accolades, a pretty brown-skinned woman. Not as brown as this woman you see on the photo right here. This woman had a 7-week baby in her hand. And she didn't move fast enough for Master to get back in the aisle and sit down. Yes, I'm talking about a white man. And as a result of that, this East Indian woman walked up to them and she said, "Is there going to be a problem?" And as a response, what she did was she went to the captain and told the captain, "There's a problem back there because these Negroes won't move fast enough for Master. Now, you know I'm here to serve, and you know I'm East Indian, but I want to make sure that all the white folks on this plane is comfortable, because that's all I see mostly is white folks." You see, the same gumption, that's that beautiful little baby right there, the same gumption that these people have in a lot of times in their own countries of origin, they bring it here. See, there's a certain way that East Indian people in general, and a lot of Middle Eastern people interact with Africans in their countries of origins. That's not the case here, guys. You're not going to take that approach with me. I don't care how much education you think you have. I don't care how many white people you work with. We've seen it before. Done it before. And in no way, how, or fashion are you at any point any type of top tier in this country when your population numbers are only at 4 to 5% nationwide. So this was a ploy to make a move on these people and use these people as a pawn so she could look like a hero in the end. In one point of the video, you will see this man and this woman as they're recording. The phone is knocked out of their hand for a substantial amount of time. I would call that assault. This family is now in the hints of suing American Airlines, and I hope they win every dime. And I think more and more y'all should get behind this. And more importantly enough, I want to say that there was 2 black women on that plane, and they said absolutely nothing. They didn't interfere or anything. And them same black women probably had black grandchildren, black nieces, black aunts, and they didn't say one thing. It reminds me of the movie Set It Off at the beginning when Vivica K. Fox said, "Sister, you didn't even ask me if I was thirsty. You didn't even ask me if I was thirsty." Kind of gives a new meaning to that word, the sisterhood, doesn't it? And it shows you, more importantly enough, ladies like Cynthia G and Jessie Wu and all these other girls that talk so vividly and down on men of color. Well, it teaches you one thing. I guess you had to get at the back of the bus with this little black girl. They said, get to the bus, back to the bus with the rest of them. I'm going to let the footage roll. Hope this family wins their lawsuit, and motherfuck that East Indian.
You have to get up so that he can get in. And I said, exactly, right? And I said, okay, like, no shit, I know, like, thank you. So I'm getting up, and she's right here. Do you see how small these owls are? I'm getting up with the baby, and she's literally right here. I said, can you move back some so that so that he can get out, and that gentleman can get in? She said, is there going to be a problem? And I said, no, who are you talking to? Like, no, it's not a problem.
That was the flight attendant.
Yes. I said, no, there's not a problem. She says, okay, then he has to get in. And I said, okay. So the gentleman gets in, and then she goes, now you sit down and put your seatbelt on. And I said, I'm not a child. Who are you talking to? Like, I don't even know why you're even having a conversation with me. I said, I'm not a child. Who are you talking to?
Extremely passive aggressive.
I'm talking to you. And then she storms off. And then the gentleman who already had an attitude with someone else, he then said to her, they're all a problem, that whole group up there. He didn't even know we were all together.
That whole group up there. He said that. We heard him say that. So it was aggressive from the beginning. It didn't take much at all.
It didn't at all.
There was no attempt to be professional. There was no attempt to be kind.
Nothing.
There was no attempt to make sure that she was settled with a 7-week-old child. Nothing. No patience, no tolerance.
So then I just sat down. I didn't say anything else after that. I sat down, and then he went back and said, yeah, that whole group up there. And then that's when that the other guy with the longer hair, he came and I'm sitting down. This is exactly what he did. He said, "Is there a problem around here?" And I looked at him up, and I'm sitting low. I looked at him, and then he goes like this, and he puts it because he knew like that was his weird. And I said, "No, there's not a problem." She asked me to get out of my seat to move to, and I asked her because she moved back so that I can get out of the way with the baby. And she said, "Well, she said that you were being aggressive." And I said, "No, I wasn't. I wasn't being aggressive." Says, "Well, that's what she said." And then the gentleman who had the attitude said, "Yes, she was. She was aggressive." He wasn't even there.
No attempt.
He was always in the back.
To unbiasedly see what was really going on. No attempt to see if we can actually come to an agreement to move forward. Because we said nothing. We sat there for a long time. And that was the time she took to run up there to the captain and make her right. She did not attempt, not one time, to make any type of reparation, to figure out, okay, all right, I might have been wrong in that situation. There was none of that. There's none of that, because she was wrong. She gave us no space to get out. She was impatient, wanted us to get up quick. And we had already started the process of unbuckling our seatbelts.
And the gentleman prior
How fast do you want us to move with a 7-month-old baby? We were getting up. We are not those type of people. We do not get in those type of things, ever.
The gentleman who was in the back, who initially started all of this, he already was impatient because he was waiting for the other young lady to have a seat. Right. So he got on the thing. He said, "We're trying to be on time for a flight and we need to go." It's just 1 o'clock. Our flight is at 1 o'clock. She was set and she then sat down, got in her seat because the 2 other people, she was the aisle. So the 2 other people then were already getting settled. It was not even a problem with me initially. He had a problem with her. They fed off each other, and then I was just the last resort. And it's just not. She told me I needed to sit down and put my seatbelt on. Fine. She said, "You need to get up." I said, "Can you move back?" She said, "Is there going to be a problem?" I said, "No, that's not going to be." I didn't get aggressive with her. I didn't say, and the young man back there said I got aggressive. He wasn't even there. He was all the way in the back. I didn't do anything.
Okay. I wasn't here. I'm not saying that you did, but when the captain's made that request, I don't have any override.
How can the captain make a request for something that he didn't see, he didn't know? They're going off of word. It's like all these people on the plane. I didn't do anything. No one did anything.
Do you have your belongings so you can just get them?
We need to go.
And we had witnesses. I just want this to be known that she has a newborn. You're putting her off the plane due to the negligence of and unprofessionalism of one of your staff members.
She did absolutely nothing.
That's absolutely wrong.
You weren't even here.
Absolutely wrong.
I didn't do anything.
Put the video on.
I don't have to do anything.
Who are you talking to?
No, if we are treated unfairly, should we take this? We paid to be on this flight.
But y'all were making
No, you're gonna knock my phone out my hand at the end of the day. This is my 7-week-old daughter being mistreated.
You weren't here.
I was not here, but
If you had any compassion or empathy or decency,
I was. This has nothing to do with decency.
You put your finger
no,
on my
it completely does.
Oh, please, I did not.
Ain't no oh please. I have a 7-week-old.
Let's go.
It's wrong.
It's all recorded. It is what it is. We have the people sitting in this area know exactly what happened. It's wrong.
That's because how of a choice. There was no problem here. It didn't even start with me. When? I have a 7 weeks. She's 7 weeks. She's 7 weeks. You want me to wait in the airport for 7 weeks and I didn't do anything?
And we asked her, all she asked her was, can she move to let us out the aisle? That's it. It's a travesty. A newborn child. Excuse me.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Somebody who saw this or heard it, I hope y'all speak up. Because it's wrong. Everybody who been around here who know that when this fellow over here came to get up, he came to get up, and we were getting up out our seat to move. She said, "Can you move?" We said, "Are we gonna move?" She said, "Can you give us space to get out?" It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yup. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You weren't here. And yet you took the opinion of somebody else over somebody carrying a child, a baby. We're not fools, we're educated. Masters, degrees, working hard. We don't come here for conflict. Let's go. A life story of peace. That's what it's about over here. It's a teacher, a first grade teacher.
You have the wrong impression of me, number
Well,
one.
guess what? You gave me that impression. You earned that impression. You earned it. You earned it.
Get your stuff, babe.
You earned it.
Get your stuff. Let's go.
This is what's happening. Trust me. You will be hearing from us on the legal level. We all got legal backing. Lawyers. Not dealing with no dummies. Makes no sense. I hope you sleep well tonight, brother. I hope you do.
If you got this bag under here, is that yours too?
We going to get it.
Okay, I just trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Are those any of your jacket?
Everybody sitting in this section knows exactly what happened.
Are those any of your jackets?
No. Everybody knows exactly what happened. So as y'all continue your flight, I hope that's on y'all mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Thank you for speaking up, sir. Thank you for speaking up.
She accidentally bumped into her.
She didn't even bump into her. She asked her could she move so we could get out the seat.
Yeah, she was standing there, but she...
Then she told her, sit down, have a seat, put your seatbelt on. To a mother with a 7-week-old child. Told her to sit down, have a seat, buckle your seatbelt. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. Catherine, I want you to know you have a very impatient, unprofessional, and negligent staff. That's you right there. That's you. Now, see that? That's her. That's her right there.
All of you guys are coming off?
Well, we don't have no choice. They put us on.
I'm getting this.
Look at that.
You have all your suitcases, everything.
American Airlines. Look at that.
Let's go, church. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So